Okay, let's see what kind of cursed knowledge I'm going to learn. Yes, they pee their pants and the armor recycles it into water. No joke. They stole that straight from Dune. Yep. All right. That makes sense. I remember reading someone joking about how hard Space Marine crap is that they use it as bolter rounds. Dudes eat like 10k calorie nutrient bars, built like bricks to keep that physique going. They can eat pretty much anything and extract some nutritionist value from it. Line from the Emperor and TTS saying how the Marines are basically humans with evolutionary process sped up. And there's a dumb part where they can eat an enemy's brain and get access to their memories. Wait, what? Which is one of the silly things that doesn't get mentioned much anymore. Yes, oh god, I remember they get like a bunch, yeah, they spit acid. I remember that. They have like ability to like spit acid. It was like the idea of like, oh, it allows them to eat, you know, whatever food, right? Like they can use their saliva as acidic enough that they can eat whatever. But that it could also be potentially used as a weapon, like a fucking xenomorph. That is bizarre. That is truly bizarre. Holy crap.
Brothers, our captain's words need no further embellishment. I will speak only of practical concerns.
Some of the extra organs make sense, and some are just bizarre.
You will be assaulted by lies and illusion. The only true ground you will find down there will be each other. Trust only your brothers and your instincts. Now go forth and lay waste to our enemies. For the Emperor! For the Emperor!
And 40k is definitely out there. It is. There's very few like cases of like, no, this is too much in 40k, which I think lends a lot of appeal to this series or to the setting, but then also does create a lot of moments of like, wait, that's absolutely ridiculous. You know, like you have things where it's like, oh, you got these cool Space Marines and they're like, you know, superly enhanced and they're 10 feet tall and, you know, super strong and all this stuff. And yeah. Hey, as fun as it's been, it's 5 a.m. We did 2-hour endurance earlier. Super good. Not going to bed. All right, no problem. Thanks for sticking around. Appreciate it. Especially considering your time difference. Holy shit.
Drop through an active combat zone, dodging flak, enemy ships and burning wreckage on the way down.
Exactly.
No. This will be a first.
Fellas, is this too much? It is. Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's perfect. Yeah.
But I am looking forward to it.
Stay close. It's almost impossible to regroup if we're separated.
60 seconds.
Helmets. Sir.
You live in... Oh. Ah, I see. You live in Denmark.
Apologized for my actions on Outbreaks.
That was me purposely saying that.
I fell prey to suspicion. Almost killed her.
When I was a young captain, one of my men questioned my motives, brushed his concerns aside, and I paid the price. Your suspicions arose because I failed to answer your doubts. As I failed to answer his.
Stand by for suborbital drop.
I'm honored to fight beside you both.
As are we, brother.
You grew up on Calth. Let's say we settled some of our dead today.
Aye, sir.
Danish is just Swedish with a hot potato in your mouth. Here we go. Oh, we're doing like a fucking ODST. The Codex Extad, the Codex Extades names this maneuver Steel Rain.
We must navigate by sight.
Oh my god. This is this oh this speaking of antiquated game design, there is a part exactly like this in Dead Space 2. Exactly like this. Of falling down through space debris to your target. Ew. Holy shit, this feels so old. It's cool, but it's something that is like It reminds me of like a set piece from like a decade ago.
Emperor bless you, Marine.
That's kind of cool. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not really sure what happened. I swear I'm listening to the story, but like I don't. What was that? Oh, okay. It was the other squad. It was one of the co-op squads. All right, I get it. I understand now. Definitely. Oh, and you get a thunder hammer. All right. Thanks for sticking around. Appreciate it. I'm like, wait, how do I get over there? And then I remembered we're wearing jump packs.
Heretics waiting in ambush.
Outmaneuver them.
Did he teleport away or did I kill him? Slippery.
No victory for you here.
Alright, that was satisfying. Holy shit.
Your worthless life is ended.
Ow, ow, ow.
Redeploy. Jump back engaged. Coming. Penetrate his armor. Resupplying. Deploy frag grenade. Reloading.
Ow. So as you can see, but the allied AI, all the AI did there to fight this guy is they literally just hopped back and forth. They went from there to here, and then back, and then back, and then back, and then back. The AI is not the greatest. Especially with handling anything like elevation changes and stuff.
Enemy destroyed.
They're okay at like taking out like sort of like the ankle biter enemies, but doing any sort of special tactics don't really don't expect much.
Thalassa, we are on the ground and moving. Report status.
We're approaching the battle barge now.
You're ahead of us. Make contact once the Atreus is ready to launch.
It shall be done. Are we going to let them beat us? The objective, brother.
Not today. Grabbing equipment. Need to reload. With this, we shall defy.
Apparently, they were
death's
perhaps they were wondering about the AI taking too much glory from the player or something like that. Apparently, that's the thing some devs worry about. I could see that, but again, I think it's a case of they tested this game and played it as with multiple people, with multiple human players, like in co-op, and that's how they just assumed most people would play it. And so they didn't really give too much thought to how the AI works in terms of how good they are at doing certain things. Mentioning antiquated game design, old game design, that is something that was common in games in like the late 2000s into the 2010s, was the thing of like, okay, here's co-op games. Co-op games became huge. Tons of games were co-op games, and usually 2 players. And the thing is that they didn't. Those games were able to be played single player, but it was an awful experience for the most part because you had very simplistic, not very intelligent artificial intelligence handling your companions. I think of stuff like Resident Evil 5, where, yeah, technically you could play that by yourself, but it wasn't anywhere near as fun or as enjoyable as playing it with friends. Oh fuck, I forgot that I don't have I have the jetpack and not like the regenerate health ability.
I need help. Today I will fight.
Another altar of corruption.
Destroy it.
Yes, brother.
Altar destroyed.
Up there! We've had to destroy
Like that.
this whole area. What? It is slowing down. Heretic sorcery.
No doubt, but it will get us to our objective.
It is probably a trap.
Time is limited. We must take the risk. Move on to the cathedral.
Proceed with caution.
What's my favorite Space Marine chapter?
We are almost there. What is your status?
The sleeping giant will soon awaken.
I
Hold for
don't
our
know
signal.
too much about the lore of each like chapter, but I have a bit of a soft spot for the Blood Ravens, which are a little known chapter that was made for the Dawn of War games, because I think the very first Warhammer, the very first 40k games I ever played were Dawn of War,
Ignore it.
specifically Dawn of War 2 and Dawn of War Retribution, and they were the Space Marines you played in that one, or the Blood Ravens. Their whole thing was that they liked stealing artifacts and stuff and hoarding them because they believed, I think their chapter motto was knowledge is power, guard it well. And so they just like if it's like, oh yeah, be careful, the Blood Ravens are coming, make sure you nail down all of your your belongings. Yeah, the kleptomaniacs. Okay, so you had the greatest Space Marine captain ever. You had Captain Apollo Diomedes, who was like the largest ham. He just chewed the scenery. Just consumed the scenery. Those Dawn of War games had a suppression feature where if like a machine gun or like a heavy bolter was firing at your troops, they could become suppressed and they would eventually become pinned and they wouldn't be able to move. And Diomedes had a line where Diomedes had a line where he goes, brother, I am pinned here. Brother, I am hit. And it's just really funny voice acting. You have Diomedes. Or in one of the early levels in that campaign, there's a Bane Blade, like a traitor Bane Blade. And he goes, "It is the Bane Blade."
The traitors pour from their bastards. I spit in your primarch.
I'm really glad that I checked out the multiplayer customization for this game, and I was really happy that there was the Blood Raven livery. Livery? I don't know how to say that. But like, you could dress up as a Blood Raven, so that made me happy. Because the original Space Marine game was made by Relic Entertainment, and they made Dawn of War.
Numerous errors detected due to signal interference. Calculating trajectory.
I don't know if there's much lore about them. About the Blood Ravens. I don't know if anyone's done anything with them outside of the Dawn of War games. Kind of weird that, like, at the beginning of this game, like on the first planet where you're fighting the Tyranids, there was one of the Imperial Guard, like, commanders. Like, there was an Imperial Guard, like, commander lady who you not reported to, but, like, you helped and you assisted. And then after the first planet, they just disappeared. You don't hear from them again. Feels kind of strange.
Courage and honor. Engaging thrusters.
Again, it feels weird because in the first Space Marine game, there was the similar thing where there was like a lieutenant lady for the Imperial Guard who was like sort of your liaison for dealing with the Guard. And she was there for like the entire game. I think pretty sure you see her like really close to the end as well.
Interference. Come on, brother.
This game is also like the first game in that you get to the end of it, or near to the end of it, and you're fighting Chaos instead of the original faction. Most of the first game was orcs until like the last like fifth. Oh, she's in the end cutscene? Okay, well that's good.
The sword of Atreus lives up to its name.
That they didn't just forget about her.
That will buy us time, but we must move swiftly. While the enemy control Aurora, the odds are not in our favor.
It's not unfamiliar to sometimes just have like writers just forget about a character.
You must be trying to use the device, or someone else is.
Oh, Lieutenant Mira. Yeah, Lieutenant Mira in the first game. Yeah.
Sanctioned by the Adeptus Mechanicus.
She's yeah, I thought that was, like, you know, I hope. Sorry, I'm just looking at this thing. It's cool. It's like a little bunker. I think these were in Dawn of War. Maybe Dawn of War would be worth a revisit. Those games were fun. I remember Dawn of War 2 had options to do like chaos stuff, where you could like corrupt the chapter by like equipping like corrupted artifacts and stuff.
And remove you from it. You may keep it as a parting gift. Tainting this sacred ground with heretic blood gives me no pleasure. Rest easy, brother. He saw that long since reached the door.
Their champion lies defeated.
And of course the grenade stuck to the wrong guy. Didn't stick to the giant space marine, it stuck to the fucking little ankle biter enemy.
Using crack grenades.
And I whipped that second one.
Corruption. Your worthless life is end.
In the last like 20 minutes, I don't know, maybe it's like again, it might be a weird AI thing. Maybe it's because they seem to be doing more execution kills on the chaos enemies than they were the Tyranids. Like I could count on like one hand the amount of times they did like the ones on the Tyranids, but on these guys I've seen at least maybe like 6 or 7 already. I'm wondering, yeah, it might just be like a weird AI thing. I'm wondering how much of that they could fix, like in terms of making the AI smoother. Because I wonder, could they make them just a bit smarter? Yeah, it could just be bugged. The AI could be bugged too. They might not actually be working as they're supposed to be.
I do not know, nor do I wish to speculate. We are here to end this folly, and so we shall. Proceed. Show yourself, betrayer!
What is it, brother? The artifact calls to you, Titus.
And I will destroy it.
To whom do you speak?
Do not hear him.
No.
Petty tricks.
Death to the false emperor! Death to his puppets!
Ow.
We will not be disposed of so easily.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that this part of the game suffers from the same issue that the later part of the game in the first one had, which is you are now suddenly presented with enemies that are more ranged, and you're a 12-foot tall tank man, and it's hard to get into cover. It was an issue with the first game. You spend most of your game fighting orcs who they do have range, but they're melee heavy. And then you're suddenly fighting chaos, and all these chaos marines have guns. Yeah, it's so weird how they just like second verse same as the first. How much of a mirror this game is to the first one. It is very much a case of it's lore accurate or something like that. Yeah. This is very much like a sequelitis game, in that it's like they did the first thing again.
Back to the warp.
It's not necessarily a criticism, you know. If you have a really good movie and then they make a sequel and it's essentially just the same movie and it's done to the same like high quality, it's not that big of a loss. And I think I'm kind of with that. It feels like they made Space Marine again, but in 2024, and it's just even getting like some of the weird like quirks where it's like, yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They did have a good basis with the original Space Marine, but instead of like, they just decided like, let's not change anything, let's just make it the same game, kind of, for the most part.
This is not the site of a Mechanicus macro weapon.
An excavation site.
Indeed. Our path leads down.
Chiron to Resilient. Entering Mechanicus dig site. Requesting relevant cartography.
Restricted by order of the Adeptus Mechanicus.
This is Lieutenant Titus. Request authorized.
Denied. Aurora seal required.
Identify yourself.
As per usual, the Mechanicus make things difficult. That may be another game on my list, is that there's that one game, it's a Mechanicus game, and it's like a turn-based squad strategy game. I've heard it's pretty good. You play as like a group of Mechanicus exploring like Necron tombs. Aren't the Mechanicus technically racist? Do you mean like technically as in like a technicality, or they're technologically racist? Is it racism if you hate all people equally? No, that's just being a misanthrope then. There's a word for that.
Put your hole in that turbine.
Yes, those are Terminator Marines, and they fucking suck. See, that's just like that's more of like the popular sort of thing of the Mechanicus. Oh, Jesus. There is apparently, I don't know how like much lore is on them, but there's a group of the Mechanicus that are like, that they just consider biology like just, it's just machinery. Like biology is just machinery in the same way that technology is. And instead of getting like cybernetic implants, they get like biological implants. They like make better biological parts and put them inside of them. So not all of them are flesh bag haters, but just most of them. That actually sounds dope as hell. Yeah, I don't know how much, like I've read like a secondhand account of that. I don't know how much there is with them, but it does sound neat. You know, and it makes sense. It's like, yeah, if you treat the human body or like a biological entity, it is just an exceptionally complex machine.
Your treachery ends now. Sorcerer, send it
And there's no reason why you couldn't understand it and make it better like you could have like a technological device.
Sorcerer has been slain.
Cells are akin to little nanomachines in a sense. Yeah, I can see that.
Mission secured.
Well, it's the whole thing of like you have little cells and they do their own little thing and they have their own specialization, and then they come together to form an organ, and then those organs then multiple organs come together to form organ systems, and multiple organ systems come together to form a complex multicellular organism, and then that multicellular organism somehow develops a conscience and is an individual, and it's insanely crazy to think about, but really cool. Billions and billions and billions of tiny little machines come together to create a singular individual with its own distinct, you know, existence, and I like it. It's cool. Devs, patch these boxes, make them easier to break.
Resupplying.
Is this like tunnel just open, or is there a warp force field here? I'm blocked. I still can't get through here. What am I missing? Oh, this guy was just hiding in the corner.
Your worthless life is ended.
That cannot be the last of them.
Just their rear guard, no doubt. Stay vigilant.
A fragment of the Dark God's power.
So said the traitor Nemerov.
Do you believe it?
He certainly did.
You said it was destroyed.
Apparently not well enough.
That damnable Archmagos. If it truly is tainted with corruption, then we must destroy it permanently.
Agreed.
Entering quarantine zone. Decontamination required. Initiate biological purgation within the chamber. Microbial index 1.2%. Initiating sterilization.
Barely a sign of life on this world. It is a burial world, brother. Reserved for the dead.
An entire planet reserved just to bury people. Jeez. But don't they eat people? Don't they process people into like powder and then eat them? It's called like corpse starch or something, right?
Microbial index reduced to 0.01%. It is safe to proceed.
Safe. Interesting choice of words. Pity this chamber cannot remove corruption.
That duty is ours.
I like how we had to have like a little loading screen interlude for like you spent 10 minutes in this chamber getting decontaminated.
Ancient ruins. A cover for their research, perhaps.
The subject of it, more likely.
The figures in these carvings are unusual. Ancient marks of the ruinous powers. Etched by fools.
You know what would be really funny if like this if there's a second reveal of like a third enemy faction. Like we go in here and we just break into a Necron tomb, and then suddenly the Necrons are here for like the last level. And then for good measure, the orcs show up just because. Do I have a streaming schedule, by the way? Not like a hard set schedule, but my general is Friday, Saturday, Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern. With sometimes maybe Thursday as well. I do want to. I will make a schedule and post it somewhere. I don't know where though.
Champion lies defeated. Restocking.
These ruins are vast. What interest could the Mars adepts have in old stone?
We know not what secrets this old stone holds.
I only ask that it holds our weight.
I like how you just said, "Oh, I hope this place doesn't it doesn't collapse on us." That's one thing I find that so many people never think of when they write anything, is that like, "Oh, you've made the giant super tank or whatever." It's like you need a bridge that can support it, you know, or a road that can support it. Like a Space Marine couldn't use a regular toilet. He's just way too much. Did we ever come to a conclusion if Space Marines poop? We know that they pee, and that their suit just takes it and turns it back into water. But like, I need to know if Space Marines ever have to drop a deuce. Do Space Marines pinch loads? Do Space Marines drop their kids off at the pool? These Terminators suck. Holy shit. They did hide that chaos is going to be fightable in this game well. I don't think I saw anything in any of the marketing. I didn't watch too much of the marketing, to be fair, but I don't think I saw anything at all of like a little whiff of like, oh yeah, chaos is gonna be here.
You know nothing of brotherhood.
Lieutenant.
More cheap tricks.
You know, Titus, when the crazy Chaos Man talks to you in your mind, you don't have to respond.
Recovering.
Maybe I take the las rifle.
Very good.
And I shoot a rock.
Back to the warp with you. Munitions secured.
Seeing conflicting stuff, it's either they're so efficient with the stuff they consume that they don't need to, or the suit recycles it like urine. All right, fair enough. I guess that would probably be like the simplest explanation, is that if they already have a suit that recycles their pee, that it just does the same for number 2 as well. apparently it goes back into the... Oh, that's just a horrible sentence.
Your treachery ends now. Resupplying.
Goes back into the...
Munitions secured.
Oh, that's just not a pleasant thought.
Restocking.
It really ain't, no.
The Emperor protects.
They can get out of their armor. They're not like fused to their armor, right? They can take it off.
End this desecration.
Technically, yes, but they rarely do. Okay. The armor acts like a second skin for them with artificial nerves and everything. Wow. All right.
No victory.
Isn't that like one of... I remember reading Fluff like a billion years ago. Like one of the organs they get implanted is like the thing that allows them to like interface with the armor. Something neural interface, something, yeah.
Suffer in death.
Just some fluff.
Munitions secured. There is no damnation dark enough for these traitors.
Have faith, brother. We will send them to one fitting.
Resupplying.
Y'all got any more of them Medicaid syringes? No. Oh, maybe. No.
Restocking.
What is some... Oh. Follow the big, bright, flashing quest objective.
Pathetic sorcery.
Imura!
A boy. Spare your ammunition for the real thing.
I tire of chasing this bastard's phantom. Why install Aurora deep within these ruins?
Perhaps it was already here.
How?
A relic from the dark age of technology.
This is heresy.
They will no doubt invoke the Treaty of Minds.
Damn quest for knowledge!
Does that mean that it's like... Is the Mechanicus's excuse that like you dug up something, you dug too deep and fucking unearthed some unholy shit, and they go, but we have a paper that says that we're allowed to do exactly that. Thank you. Thanks for sticking around. Appreciate it. I've used the melt-a-bomb 4 times, and 3 of those times I whiffed, and the 4th I killed myself. Hey, no one's under any obligation to watch my stream. If you want to come around, if you don't, whatever. I appreciate it regardless. I appreciate you being here at all, even if it was just the one
How deep do these
time.
tunnels go?
We shall see. Pull the elevator.
Oh, good elevator defense.
Munitions secured.
It's got to be one of those Guardian relics tucked away or something.
A moment, brothers. Restocking.
The rats emerge. Heretics hope to surround us.
They may hope. Your work is light. Deploying fragment. Terminator.
Oh, wow.
They have me down.
Oopsie fucking daisy. Please.
Let us make them pay for that.
Fight back. I've sustained heavy damage. I think this ceramite cannot shield them from my range. Back to the warp with you. Grabbing equipment. No time to rest. You underestimated the enemy.
Using the hell out of the iframes from the
Special
executions.
tactics ready. I will not falter when I still draw.
The elevator is almost here.
With enemy reinforcements and all specs. Prepare a fitting welcome.
Shit. Got an achievement for that.
I have slain a terminal.
Auspex is clear.
Get on.
There's some grenades around here I'm gonna snag.
Loading up.
I have to reload.
Brace for what is to come.
Far below the surface, the Aurora Project facility. This elevator took 30 minutes to get down here.
Throne of Terror. What is this?
A tomb world.
You have seen one before.
Is this Necrons?
Mechanical
I
horrors
was.
that build
I was right. It was fucking Necrons.
The Martians have preserved everything. This place should have been obliterated upon discovery. I crush your pathetic man-machine.
Unless it's not Necrons and it's something else.
Believed he could hide this place from us. But we have eyes and ears in every shadow, every corner, every crack in the galaxy. I will shatter Aurora, along with your pitiful Primarch's dreams of victory. How he
This also, for some reason, reminds me of the end of Dead Space 3. Some of the architecture looks
We
similar.
will not be distracted from our purpose.
Don't know if it's a good thing that anything reminds me of Dead Space 3.
will lead us to them.
The sorcerer will elude us no longer. Move on the obelisk.
We'll take the cracks. Crack grenades. More cracks. I wish you could carry more than 2. Sucks that there's such an arbitrary limit. It's gotta be one of those relics around here. Those self-revives. No. Few enemy spawns. Fuck, excuse me.
You waste your breath.
Oh, right. That was on a mortal wound. God damn it. Well, at least it was at the beginning of combat instead of the end. Oh wait, no cracks. I was trying to see if I could maybe push the cracks down this hole so I could get 2 more.
engage with them. United forces for the fastest time. This is all by his design. The changer of the race. Taste its power once more.
What will you do with the artifact once you have it?
Crush it to dust.
If it has no effect on you, why not use it?
You dare suggest heresy, Sergeant?
I said nothing.
And I heard nothing.
That degenerate clouds our minds.
Forgive my error.
We will not let you down, brother. Have no doubt.
Stabilizing vitals.
Guess I'll just keep the one crack grenade.
Chaos abominations.
Think so little of myself, of the great Finch. But we are all proof of a power greater than mankind. A true divinity. When we call out to ours, they answer. When have you ever felt the light of your emperor?
You know, he's got a point, but it's like you call out to the chaos gods and they do horrid shit. It's not necessarily the same.
More minions.
Lurking in dank holes like the filth they are.
All of this was just lying under our feet this whole time. And centuries longer still.
Eons, brother. If the archives are to be believed. And on more worlds than we shall ever wish to discover.
I pray everyone is unearthed and burned to cinders.
Oh, so this is like Dark Age of... I know they've said it, but now it's like Dark Age of technology stuff.
Restocking.
Back when humans were OP.
Using crack grenade. Red champion by feet. Your treachery ends now.
Cover my rear.
Munitions secured.
Come on, is there any of those self-res things around? I smell a boss fight coming up.
Why, in the name of terror, were these things not destroyed?
Preserved for study. A Martian priesthood goes too far.
I like how the Mechanicus are almost as much of an enemy as like the fucking Tyranids and the Chaos are in this.
Magos Ekaterina Mulverlos analog backup log 9.9.I99I. Messiah, what have I done? The sarcophagus cracked and a metallic imago hatched. Centipede-like, it skittered up the walls. I tried to seal it in the tomb enclosure, but I dare not go back to see if I was successful. It sparked in me a quaking terror. Whatever purpose the machine god needs such an entity for, I pray to never learn. I must keep moving. Analog backup log. Forget protocol. I ran the anomalous code and messages. 01.23.1.11.05. This is some cruel joke. It is a simple cipher that spells awoke. I hear the skittering machine ding, but when I look, I am not followed. I am being chased.
I hope we don't fight whatever that was, because it sounded horrid. She also described it as centipede-like, which I don't like centipedes. To be fair, I have yet to meet someone who did.
Punch a hole in that terminal.
Ow. Nope. I always try to parry the thing that's unparryable. See? Did it again. Fuck.
Get back in the fight.
Courage and honor.
Oh, you fucking son of a...
Another automaton defeated.
Loading ammunition.
Just gonna take a sip of water. I am very thirsty.
These tech priests pick over the Xenos dead like vultures.
All with the Martian cult's sanction, no doubt.
I do not think they were alone in that.
Do you not see
Ah.
the hypocrisy of Nicaea? You have felt the same betrayal as the Thousand Sons.
Oh, it was the Inquisition.
They call us witch, heretic, for daring to wield the same power as your god. To sacrifice thousands, to share his touch of the wounds at the altar of his doom. Not the first time he has turned his blade on his most faithful. And not the last, Titus.
Go away.
Sorcerer, send it back to me. still draw breath. Foul trickery is at an end.
All this corruption, it seems to grow ever stronger.
We shall follow it to its source.
I've sustained heavy damage.
I was like, that's a very elaborate bolter. It's a chaos one.
Resupplying.
Ooh, crank grenades. Take
Loading
those.
up. My armor is breached. This will serve me well. Stabilizing vitals. Aurora.
It lays waste to the heretics.
Where is Imura?
The traitors are taking a thrashing down there.
Let us add to it.
Oh.
Cogitation looks accurate. The unguents have been thrice applied.
He's loose. Blind to all but his work.
Thankfully, his diligence has not made him faster.
Oh no, please.
Lose!
Ah, Lieutenant Titus, praise the Omnissiah. In just a few minutes, you will bear witness to...
You must stop this!
Sire, please. I know you have concerns, but look, this is merely a taste of what the device is capable of.
And I have seen the worst of what it can do.
My lord, you must trust me. This has been my quest for knowledge. My life's work.
Shut it down. Now.
I will not. Forgive me, Lord. Time will reveal the
That it's funny
purity
because this
of
is
my
like,
intentions.
well, no, I think the guy in the first game was actually like evil. Like he wasn't doing it for pure reasons.
Tiny grains of sand, prattling as you thunder. For a moment, it seemed you might do my work for me. But alas, I must finish this myself. With this true power.
malignant energies are useless!
Bring him down.
Don't make me have to fight this freaking nerd again, please. Oh. You can just call one of those in. Ow. Ow. Oh, come on.
Full power and blind rage. We will not be bested by this club's relic.
So long as it does not catch us.
I like how he says, so long as it does not catch us as soon as I eat one to the fucking face. Yep, saw that coming. Please, someone fucking revive me.
Time to get up.
Oh god, what even happened there?
So that looks like a plasma charge. A charge that size would liquefy cerements.
Frag grenade deployed.
I like how he's being angry because he can't break through that fucking shield. Well, the Chaos God's getting... You can't fucking beat a shield from the Dark Ages technology. Chaos owned. Nerd. Oh,
This is the end for you, wretched thing.
Enough of these childish things! Then let us put a stop to them once and for all!
don't do it, man. Chaos or whatever, old technology bad. Oh no, it's the thing from No Man's Sky. It's the Atlas.
Where is he? With Aurora active, he and others like him cannot exist here.
We will see.
This is just the beginning. With these devices, we will seal the Great Rift and drive the heretics back into the warp with nothing more than the transference of alignment.
From which ocean did you gather these pearls?
What, it took like 15 seconds for this to go bad? Oh, is he fucking dead? Are they gonna fucking end this on a cliffhanger for Space Marine 3? How much fucking longer is this game? That felt like a conclusion. There's more?
To Akaran. Do you read me?
Damn it. How could that fool Luz not have known?
He took the whisperings of that sorcerer to be his own inspiration.
Luz was merely a pawn.
They killed Nozick. Led us to believe they would do the same to Luz.
So we would deliver him precisely where they wanted him.
And that spectacle in the catacombs.
Deceit. To trick that puppet Luz into finishing the work.
Well, they're pretty battle damaged, or at least Titus is. They don't really look much different.
This is worse than I could have imagined.
That pillar floods the land with corruption.
Titus to Akaran, come in.
Vox is useless.
We must find our brothers.
Cadians.
The
They
Emperor
are broken.
protects. The Emperor protects. The Emperor protects. The Emperor protects.
Well, sorry guys.
We are his feathers, loose in the empty air. Oh, see us dance in the wake of his blessed wings.
These glistening jewels of ecstasy. Shimmering visions of unending mood.
Out! Out!
It is that monstrous obelisk. It screams a silent wail of corruption.
Their human minds were not prepared for malign energies of this magnitude.
Few are.
Should we show them mercy?
We must leave that to the commissariat. We have more pressing duties.
Should we kill them? No, we'll let the other guys kill them.
9 years. 9 years. 9 years.
I'm receiving a coded locator signal.
The sowing season.
Akaran's signature. Not far from here.
Can we trust it?
I believe so.
Mark it on all specs.
Yes, brother.
That was a waste of stims, but okay. Would some of the Cadians that were exposed to the warp energies after Cadia got blowed up, would they be like more resilient to corruption or more vulnerable to it?
No victory for you here.
fucking damn it.
Hold on now. Keep your head. I have you. On the ground. Back to the wall. Damned heretics spill from every crevice.
News was so convinced Aurora would destroy the traitors, but instead it has empowered them. Tremendously so.
We need to clear that obstruction.
There must be a solution here.
A foul sorcerer took the power source.
Somewhere well defended, no doubt.
Damn news.
That's Brian.
Incalculably worse. A warp rift of such size will permit the darkest of horrors to pass through.
The fleet will be preparing an orbital barrage.
Then we must hurry.
Would an orbital barrage even do anything? How do you can you close a rift through space-time with heavy
Mission
explosives?
secured.
Your worthless life is ended.
God, remember when we were fighting Tyranids?
Captain awaits you inside.
Courage and honor.
Courage, honor. Brothers, be mindful of the casualties.
That's grim. Oh, it's the fucking commander lady. It's been a long time.
Titus, report. What in the name of Holy Terror do you call this?
We failed to stop Luz.
I can see that. He was tainted. An unwitting puppet of the arch-enemy. We are now facing a warp rift the size of a small cruiser. 3 volleys from the Resilient and not a scratch on that pillar. If it has a weakness, I need to know what it is.
It is powered by the artifact from Graia. If we can destroy that,
Where is it?
we do not know.
You call that a solution?
Well, do you have anything
What is the
better to say?
alternative?
There is a field around the pillar, impenetrable to our ordnance. We have observed their forces passing through it on foot. We must get close enough to see if we can do the same. Proceed through those doors. We make our assault imminently.
Eminently. I'm Captain Dickhole. Oh my god, Space Marines.
Slayers of purity.
Guys, shouldn't we be like fighting instead of having like prayer time?
Insolent base heretics. Tell me, brothers, what is the price of...
Our forces are divided in two. I will lead the main assault from the Temple of Aethor. I sent 2 squads to move on the enemy's flank, but we've lost contact with them. They are carrying the company standard. If they have fallen,
We will retrieve it, Captain.
Ultramarines, ready!
So I'm just thinking of how like, how fucking like basic the Ultramarines are. Someone said earlier, it's like liking Ultramarines. Liking the Ultramarines is the equivalent to being a vanilla enthusiast, like for ice cream flavors.
What is that thing? Look out!
Holy shit. They have fucking dragons? Squeeze me?
Your treachery ends now.
This is very reminiscent of the ending of the first game where you have a bunch of other Space Marine chapters come and help you, and then you have like a fight between a bunch of Space Marines and Chaos, and I think even still a couple orcs that are still getting in the way. Okay, see, this is ridiculous. The fact that these guys are just constantly launching missiles. Please stop.
That accursed obelisk grants the enemy unlimited maneuverability.
Have you considered exterminatus?
This is a real world, Titus. If we fail to defeat the enemy, then I will burn this place. But I would prefer to not disgrace these honored dead.
Can our scans locate the signature of the power source?
We are blinded by all the interference. It is out there, at the heart of that profane madness.
Agreed. One way or another, we must reach that obelisk.
Then we shall.
Okay, everyone pile in. Everybody on the school bus. Oh, some of them didn't come with us. 2 or 3 of them stayed behind.
Stop it. Proceed on until you reach the second force. Here's the terror this monster.
Yes, Captain. The Emperor protects.
Good hunting, brother. Second company.
By the numbers, troopers! Where's the heavy weaponry they sent? I heard the supply was hit.
That bloody Helldrake. It's wreaking havoc out there.
Is the Helldrake gonna be the final boss? I like how the Cadians are still fighting too. Good for them. Lol.
Their champion lies defeated.
It was a waste of a fucking frag, or a crack grenade, but alright.
Tell your squad to hold off on using grenades until my signal. It's going to get a lot tougher the closer we get, so we'll need those frags.
Understood, sir.
Stavros, we're getting hammered.
I cannot fathom that 10 of our brothers may have fallen. Along with the standard.
I dare not picture the company banner soiled by treacherous hands.
Ultramarines do not
Multi-meta.
fall without a fight. They are alive.
Multi-meta? Multi-melta,
They may
even.
be in need of support.
Then we must move quickly.
Ow! I just fucking hit my hands on the desk. I'm playing with my controller like under the desk in my lap because I don't want it to rest my hands on the desk and then have the controller vibrate. And then it goes through the microphone is the thing, so.
Target the witch.
Whiff that frag. That frag. Oh fuck.
Back to the water. The heretic sorcerer has been slain.
Never thought I'd say it, but I miss fighting the Tyranids.
No victory.
Charge the man with the flamethrower, very smart.
Your worthless life is empty. Your foul trickery is at an end.
I have to reload. You see how the priests maintain these graves, even in the midst of this war.
Their devotion is commendable.
We must hurry. Our brothers pay in blood for every second we delay.
They should be on the other side of that door.
Wait, I want to look for more loot. See, there's a data slate here.
Delirium is honored to provide temporary rest to several deceased space marines of the Salamander chapter. They are sons of their primarch, Vulcan, of whose fate the Imperium is unclear. Loyal to the Emperor, these salamanders hailed from Nocturne. Their actions were pure and noble, paragons amongst Astartes. Through their loyalty and their glorious deeds in service of the Imperium of Man, we honor them until the day Vulcan returns and claims
Brothers!
The last crumpled in the dark like a rat. Lieutenant, what are your orders?
We fight! Brothers, assemble around the standard! Victory or death!
Yes, sir. Victory or death!
Oh, did we get a buff for this?
We hold this ground in the name of the Primarch!
I remember that was something in the first game is you would pick up like purity seals and stuff like that that would affect your, would like give you more armor or make you do more melee damage and stuff like that through the course of the game. Not even an in-game cutscene, a pre-rendered cutscene. If I knew who this was, I would probably be impressed.
Lord Calgar.
Lieutenant, I received your message. Brief me.
Okay, who's this man? Whose man is this?
The central obelisk appears to be the source of their power. It's protected by an energy field.
Give me a solution. We've hit that shield with everything we've got. nothing gets through. My lord, there may be a way. In the catacombs, Lu said all it took was a transference of alignment. And then he inverted something. An object.
What of it?
It was identical to that obelisk.
You want to invert that?
Explain.
Your Aura device might have a weakness.
Might?
Chapter Master, we cannot stay here.
Lieutenant, you stand by Sergeant Gadriel's assessment?
I do.
Captain Akaran, muster your company.
Aye, Chapter Master.
So is like the chapter master the guy beneath the Primarch? Like he's like the leader when Gurliman is on Earth,
The heretics clamor for a taste of victory.
running the
But
Empire.
we will defy them this day, as we have defied them for 10 millennia. We are the sons of Ultramar, servants to the Emperor and guardians of the Imperium. Let these wretches feel the wrath of ancient
Yo, it's a Juggernaut or a
traitors.
Dreadnought. Dreadnoughts are cool.
My lord, our vanguard forces are through the field.
Hit them hard, Captain.
Yes, lord. All forces, fire at will.
Is this the Power Fantasy ending? This looks cool, I will admit. I feel like I'm playing I'm not even controlling this. It's automatic. I'm moving left and right and that's it. I'm curious. What? What the fuck is that?
Train all battle tank guns on that abomination.
Yes, my lord.
Now I feel like I'm in a Total War game. This is Total War 40k, except I'm not the commander of the battle. I'm the fucking... I'm Space Marine 5000. Oh. I kind of wish that just transitioned normally into the...
Do you understand any of this?
No.
Lieutenant, do we have a solution or not?
Stand by.
Press button. Turn the thing upside down.
There.
That could kill you.
We're out of options.
Help him. Help your brother.
Brother.
Whoa! Look at Titus's. Look at the Titus's and the side plates on their armor. They're glitching out. I like this guy's wrist blasters, wrist
How many
bolters.
more?
3.
You have brothers in mind.
Meridian and Talassa. We will handle the last one.
I'll get them moving. Brief them over the Vox.
Yes,
So
Captain.
that's the final co-op mission, I'm guessing, of them doing those two while you go for the final one.
Meridian, Talassa. Have you received new orders from Akaran?
We have, brother. Moving to point Alpha now. Talassa en route to point Beta.
You will need to rotate the small replica of the obelisk. But be warned, it will hurt.
Not as much as it will hurt the treacherous bastards out there. Pain deepens devotion. I will gladly volunteer.
Go well, brothers. Brothers!
Well, I had plans to play a second game tonight, but that's almost definitely not happening. I guess we are finishing the Space Marine 2 campaign and then calling it a night because it's already quarter to midnight. And I've been going for 4 hours, so. Fuck you, Terminators. Oh. Piss off.
On your feet, brother.
Where's that fucking las rifle? I'm going back for it.
courage and honor. Very good. Enemy terminator destroyed. This will serve me well. Restocking. I have to reload. My armor is creased. Your treachery ends now.
Sorry, I'm just like, they took my plasma pistol. I want my plasma pistol back.
A fine gift from the forge. Munitions secured.
That colossal demon hounds our forces. What exactly are we doing with these obelisks? The Aurora device opens a rift to the Immaterium. A gateway. These smaller obelisks appear to be the keys to that gate.
We turn the keys, unlock the gate.
Exactly. Through this door, brothers. Go! Heretics! Cast them into the abyss! Do not spare them your wrath.
Sustained heavy damage.
What is the like average lifespan of one of these heretic cultists? Drop in, get head kicked in to paste by Space Marine, die.
A moment, brothers.
I wanted to see if I had enough stim to heal to full.
See how it rides in agony. To the left. Thalassa, report.
This is Straven. It is done.
May the Emperor bless you, Straven.
I am but a lightning rod for his will.
You may rejoin the main effort.
Drive the blade in deep, brother. Thalassa out.
Terminators.
Good.
Destroyed the bridge. Watch their fire. They have the advantage.
Oh, thank God.
Assault squad. Their close quarters skills are I have a route. Marking it now.
This plan of yours may actually work, Gadriel.
An idea is worthless without those that execute it. I think my hearing is damaged. That sounded like humility.
Yeah, I'm surprised there's no storm bolters in this game. That was like one of my favorite guns in the first one.
Frag grenade deployed.
Great. Fucking just ate my own crack grenade.
I am pinned.
I'm just gonna load from the last checkpoint.
Resupplying. They will not get past this.
I could refilled my health. Cool.
crack grenade. Back to the wall.
Oh, you're fucking kidding me.
It has company.
Wretched heretics.
Recovering.
Oh my god, the fucking delay on that from the delay on when the actual like thing of like, hey, dodge this attack and him actually firing feels like a fucking Elden Ring DLC boss.
Loading ammunition.
I am up. Let us get to work. Decommissioned a malfunctioning dread.
Titus, Decimus has a hold on the obelisk controls. Throne looks like torture, but he is holding fast.
Demon is further weakened.
Viridian, how is Decimus?
I have a murderous headache. But the sight of that beast reeling is a fine tonic.
It is indeed.
Permission to join the front lines.
Granted. My thanks, brothers.
Emperor be with you. Viridian out.
One more.
Do you hear that?
That was cool.
Where are the traitors?
They are everywhere.
Honored brother, join us, and you may sate your rage and aid our cause.
Lead me to the slaughter.
Onward,
These guys look less chunky than the other dreadnoughts. Like they've got more like the older dreadnoughts looked like you could push them over. They looked very unsteady. Frags, cracks. Stims.
The Emperor protects.
Take that. Let's go, bud. Why don't you help me with that? They're shooting at me currently. Please. God damn it. I'll just use the self-res. I'm sure I won't regret that.
I defy
I like how you can just hear the dreadnought yelling randomly. He's just so mad.
Restocking.
He is like literally like the man too angry to die meme. I was gonna make a point about how he'd probably be out of ammo for that minigun, but then I thought there's probably some like Warhammer bullshit where there's like a self-replicating ammo machine in there.
Chance. Go!
This one's mine, brother.
That's not fair. You used your robot arm to do it.
Yes, my lord.
He was thinking the same thing. Hey, that's not fair. You used the robot arm. Oh, pre-rendered cutscene again. Shoot the Chaos Sorcerer. Shoot the big Chaos Demon. Gonna go straight to the warp or wherever this is leading. How much longer is there in this game? I was told this game is like a 6-hour game. Which is not true because I played 4 hours tonight, 4.5 hours tonight, and 3 hours yesterday.
Is this the Immaterium?
If it is, we must move quickly.
To where?
We must find Calgar.
The changes will be inescapable. Even now we walk upon ancient paths laid out for us before the first mortal true breath. Come to me, brothers, that you may fulfill your final duties.
Lord Calgar left you to rot in the Death Watch for a century, Brother Titus.
Coward! Cease cowering behind illusions!
Make a bulwark of your hatred, brothers.
You're gonna take away my plasma rifle? Not cool, game. Take away my plasma rifle and my thunder hammer for what is almost certainly the last boss. Ooh, a big wide open arena.
Where is Lord Calgar?
Gilliman's dog has been brought to heal.
Heretic! You died this day!
This is my domain. You are here by my invitation. I am offering you a chance to kneel.
Our chapter, sir, shall use your skull as a piss pot! Lord Calgar!
Why aren't we shooting more?
Release him, and we shall do you the honor of ending you swiftly.
Release him. After all your efforts in bringing him to me.
Enough games! Silence this heretic.
One last dance before the strings are cut.
God damn it. It's too late to be doing a parry boss. If this was like 2 hours ago, I'd be up for this. What?
Brothers! You lie! You are no match for them, heretic! And so you deceive!
Ow. Don't know why I think it's always going to be the third hit is going to be parryable too. I fall for it every time. How the fuck do we shoot this thing? So that seems a little random. How am I supposed to get through that? Oh, I was gonna say, where do you reload ammo? There we go.
The Demon Lord! Try to parry it again. Go for the eyes! All other attacks are useless!
Like, fuck, what am I... Jesus. Notice how the NPCs could barely do that.
Resupply.
Oh, fuck off. He still got me. Oh, this is going to be an instant down because there's no way to predict where these shots are going, and you just have to hope you don't get hit. Just spam roll. Great. Oh, missed that one. Yeah, this is not fun to do without a way of regenerating your health. And again, your AI are just so dumb.
I have you.
They just don't do anything.
Bomber threat.
Shit.
The Demon Lord. Traitors sighted!
We are surrounded. Kill as many as you can, brothers.
They are mere imitations.
More trickery. Guard yourselves.
Imbara is weakening.
That last fight seemed really...
Stay together. We must find a way out.
There better be some sort of checkpoint, because good God, if I have to do this all over again.
Something is happening.
Oh, hey, it's
Lord
Lord Calgary.
Could be another illusion.
Lord Calgar!
My words to you on Talasar. Speak them.
My lord!
Speak them, or be slain for an impostor.
Rules should never make a prisoner of intelligence.
Titus, it is good to see you.
Their sorcerer's power wavers. He is vulnerable.
See how his domain weakens as he does. There is only one place left for him to hide.
Let us dig out the heretic.
There he is, within the stream.
He prepares for another attack.
It is the artifact. It must be. There is almost limitless power within that shard.
We must make a struggle. It flows through me in
Good job, Dennis. Like smash cut to credits would be cool.
Son of Guilliman.
Girlyman.
Brother, it is over. You did it. Brother!
Rise, Titus. Your duty is not yet done.
I think he needs some Medicaid.
For the Emperor! For the Emperor!
I honestly thought there was like 3 hours left of this game, and here we are coming on to 5. Oh man, that was a lot of game. That was pretty good overall. I'm gonna wait until I'm sure that was the last cutscene before I start giving my spiel about what I liked and didn't like. Got his armor all polished up.
Lieutenant Demetrian Titus, your decisive actions have saved this system from ruin. And so it is with great pride that I now present you with an honor worthy of your deeds. The Laurels of Victory.
Oh, cool.
Let every warrior of the Adeptus Astartes see that here stands the true measure of a son of Guilliman.
For the glory of Ultramar!
Courage and honor!
Company dismissed.
Forgive me, brother, that it took me so long to bring you home.
My lord, that is...
Fierce was my wrath when I learned of your detention. In their arrogant suspicion, the Inquisition failed to recognize the truth. That no evil will ever overcome a devotion such as yours.
I want a game where we play as the Inquisition. Dark Tide doesn't count.
Thank you, my lord.
There is a mission. It will take you away from the Second Company for a time.
As you command, Chapter Master.
The Brother Chaplain will brief you. It was he that suggested you for the task.
My lord, the Sword of Kauth is ready to depart.
Thank you, Captain. My ship will convey you to your destination. I shall be glad of your company.
Titus, it has been an honor.
It has indeed, my captain.
I hear you'll be taking your leave of us. Not for too long, I hope. Emperor guide you.
And you, sir.
This game sold really well. I think I saw something saying it was the best-selling Warhammer 40k game. So it's definitely getting a sequel.
I am
Hopefully it won't take a decade.
You'll be missed, my lord.
I would not be surprised if we see another one of these in the next 3 to 4 years.
I owe you both a debt. You have restored my faith in brotherhood.
We shall await your return.
Courage and honor.
Courage and honor. Titus, Lord Calgar has informed you of your assignment. Good. I will brief you en route.
You are joining us.
I am.
Very good, my lord.
You have done well. You have won the trust of your brothers. And of the chapter master. But know this, Titus. The stain of suspicion never completely fades. I will be watching you. Should you falter on the path, for even a moment.
I will show no mercy.
Leandros.
I figured that.
My lord, it is time.
The guy who accused him of heresy in the first game. To say that he's a little bit biased is an understatement. Who's going to be the next enemy in the next game? Necrons. Necrons and then Chaos again. And that was Warhammer Space Marine 2. I've stated a lot, if you've watched any of these previously, I've stated a lot of my issues with the game. Overall, I think it's pretty good. Again, it feels very similar to the first game in so many ways, taking sort of older game design, following a similar story, following a similar, I guess you could say, gameplay structure of how you fight mostly one enemy faction, and then you have a second enemy faction that fights differently near the end. Simple story, similar to the first game. Even kind of ends on a cliffhanger like the first game. Maybe not as heavy as a cliffhanger as the first game, but still, like, you've been assigned, you're going to go, Titus is going off to go do something else. It is, like the first game, flawed, but I think overall a good game. A game that you could say, this is good, with flaws and like just issues I had personally with gameplay in some ways. Just some weird stuff that I've gone over. The health regen system feels weird. The parry system is kind of hit or miss. The AI companions are absolutely brain dead. But when the parts work together as I think the devs intended them to, you get very satisfying combat that looks amazing. The game is extraordinarily beautiful. The first game was not very pretty, even for the time. This game is very stunning. It's very, very good looking. And not just in terms of the fidelity, but in terms of the design, nailing that Warhammer look, all of the detail and attention to sort of polish and making these areas look good is amazing. Making the combat look good, making the combat feel good in terms of reactions. They did a pretty good job of that. The amount of enemies you fight on screen, more with the first half of the game when you're fighting the Tyranids, is insane. It's the most amount of characters I've seen on a screen at once outside of a total war game where you're playing, you know, tactically with hundreds, if not thousands, of little individual units on the screen. It's insane. It's crazy the amount that they got on there, and I'd like to know what kind of trickery they did to get that to work as well as it did. I think overall, also like the first game, is that the first half of the game is much stronger than the back half of the game. In terms of the gameplay, I think as soon as you stop fighting the Tyranids, that lasts like 2.5, 3 hours, where it's all chaos, is significantly weaker. And I think it's significantly weaker because they have multiple reasons. One is that you now are switching, much like the first game, where you're switching from a melee heavy enemy to a ranged heavy enemy. When the gameplay doesn't really support that as much, you really can't take cover. You're a big, easy target, and you will have your armor ripped. You will just have your armor and health ripped to shreds. It is not as fun as fighting the Tyranids. The Tyranids are much more enjoyable. I think another reason is that the diversity in terms of amount of enemy types is much less for Chaos. There's like the basic enemies. There's the basic like demon guys. There's 3 different types of Chaos Marine, and then the Chaos Sorcerers. So there's like 5 enemy types. And I'm not gonna. And then I guess you could count. You fight 2 of the Hell Brutes, but those are like bosses. I wouldn't really count those as regular enemies. Well, there's a bit more of a variety in the Tyranid. There's at least a couple more. But yeah, overall it's good, and I hope that if they do make a third one, which I almost certainly think they will, I hope that they improve it. I hope it's better than this one. You know, I hope it's an improvement, and I'm curious to see what other faction we'll see. You know, first was Orcs, then it's versus Orcs in Chaos, then now it's Tyranids in Chaos. Is it going to be Necrons in Chaos? Eldar, Dark Eldar? I could see Dark Eldar could be fun. You know, but yeah, I was just thinking about it. Sorry, one of the things I'd have to criticize the game for in terms of gameplay that felt really weird. The mission where you kill the Hive Tyrant and all of the fucking Tyranids just drop dead is a co-op mission. It's not a main campaign mission, which really feels bizarre. I don't know why they did it like that. That should have been a main story mission, because you fight Tyranids for the first 2/3 of the game, and then it builds up to you not killing the big Tyranid. That seems like a very bizarre choice. Yeah. I don't know how long these credits are. They did not put many pictures for these credits, I'll say that much. I don't know if I'm going to... I might stream the co-op missions. I might do those separately. I don't know how long those are. I know that there's like difficulty levels and stuff like that. I don't know how worth it would be to play those, like to stream them. But I might do them all once, maybe just for, I don't know, posterity. Yeah, the multiplayer for this game is not really what interested me, much like how the multiplayer never really interested me for the first game. We gotta be close to the end of this, right? The fucking accounting team has credits. Okay. There is only war. Continue your fight. Although Titus' story is over for now, the fight has just begun. Okay. And then there's co-op and PvP. There are your 6 co-op missions. So, that was Warhammer 40k Space Marine Dose. Yeah. That's it. Thanks for watching. This video is too long anyway. Recording over.